be a full face tutorial. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm going to be talking about all the new things that ABH came out with, save one because I gave it away. If you follow me on Twitter, you can just guess which one I gave away, or you can wait till you see the video and you see the thing that came out that I'm not talking about. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking the ABH Shadow Brick, and I'm just going to put that all over my crease up into my transition space. Now I'm picking up Deep Plum, and I'm going to put that directly into the crease. I'm going to use my ABH primer to quickly cut the crease. I'm picking up Aspire from the Alyssa Edwards palette. I'm putting that on the front portion of my lid. And then I'm going to put Sunset in the back of the eye. So the first new product we're going to talk about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I thought it was a pen, but it's actually a dip thing with like a felt tip. I think it's a felt tip. So I'm going to do a line real quick, a little winged liner real quick, and hopefully real quick. I haven't done a winged liner in a long time, so we might be struggling. So right off the bat, I could tell you that I really like how the applicator, and I love the fact that once you put it on, it dries down matte. So it looks like if I were to blink, there wouldn't be any transfer up onto my lid. So that is a plus for Miss Anastasia liquid liner. I wish it was more product, like most of this is the applicator and only this part is the, the product. But other than that, we good. So the next release that ABH had this summer, it is their foundations. Now, I've heard really good things about this. I have not used it. I did swatch them and like kind of find my match, but I can't remember which one my match was. So we're gonna do that again today. Just like all the rest of my foundation testing videos, we are going to do this with no color corrector because I want to see the coverage. I'm gonna leave it on and then I'll come back for a little bit and talk to you about what's been going on, okay? All right. We're gonna do some swatches on my chest area. We're gonna try and make them as thin as possible. This one is 420C, 430W. This is 440C. And this is 470C. 470 is like a good color for right now. All right, and this is 480C. .470 is definitely too dark. I feel like 480 looks better than 470. But on my face, 470 blend in perfectly. Let's use 440. Let's see what's happening, and if anything, we'll just add some other colors in there. We're gonna go for 440C. It's right in the middle. Hopefully, we won't have any issues. So I'm gonna use this A30 Pro Kabuki brush. That's what they sent with it. And for those of you who do not have the Anastasia Beverly Hills A30 Pro Kabuki brush, I will be using the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge on this side of my face. All right, so let's go, guys. I'm gonna start with 2 pumps. I'm putting it on, and so far I really like the finish. Like, I like how it looks, like how it's laying on my skin. Let's just agree right now that we're not doing this for perfect shade match. We're doing this to test the longevity and the wear and the finish of this foundation. And I'm going to pick up my Sonia Kashuk sponge and just apply that to the other side so we can see the difference between the two applications. The sponge leaves it looking a little bit more skin. It's not as full coverage, obviously. All right, so that has a pretty decent coverage. Oh my God, I look green. I don't look that bad in person. On camera, I look green though. So in addition to launching 50 shades of foundation, they also came out with 5 shades of setting powder. So we have translucent, vanilla, banana, deep peach, golden orange. I think I'm gonna try deep peach. So let's try the beauty sponge side first. With setting powders that you don't know how they're gonna work. Less is always more, so I always just tap off the excess until I figure out how much to use and whatnot. I think they might have, they may have done a thing. All right, let's get some powder. Let's use a brush on the brush side. I'm gonna be using the Mahogany Bronzer and the Pink Passion Blush Trio. I don't think I've ever even used this one. It looks brand new. So the last thing that we have to do besides put on lipstick is highlighter, and they released 2 new highlighters in their loose highlighter collection. So now instead of 3, they have 5 loose highlighters. This one is Vegas, and this one is Peach Fizz. So let's swatch Peach Fizz, which is this one right here. That's pretty. Yes. That's gorgeous. Vegas right here. Vegas is like, so I'm gonna spray my face down with Dewy Set. So we're finished for right now. It is 1:34 p.m. We're gonna do some stuff. I have edits to video. I have videos to edit. I'm gonna keep this face on all day. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a wear test. And then we're gonna talk about all the things that has been new and all that. We're gonna wrap all of that up at the end, okay? So it's now 11:58 p.m. I've been wearing this since 1 something? I don't remember. It's been a long time though. And this is face. Everything is still together. Everything still looks good. There's very little cracking right here in my smile lines, but that's to be expected. There's some creasing under my eyes, but there's always creasing under my eyes. I really don't have any issues, guys. Not so far. It wore beautifully. It's comfortable. And see what happens when we blot. But just the like excess oil, once that's gone, it looks pretty good. Listen, these foundations that they're releasing nowadays, they're not playing around. They're not playing no games. This still looks good. I even fell asleep on it. So on this side, you might see an indentation where I fell asleep on my hand. Oh, there it goes. That's where I fell asleep. That's where I fell asleep. But like, it looks really good. The one thing I do have some criticisms about is the shade range. And it's not necessarily because I don't think that they went deep enough, even though I think that they could go a little bit deeper after, like on the 500 spectrum. I feel like they could go a little bit deeper. After I did my face and I sat down and like swatched all the shades, I was like, why did they jump me from 440 to 470? Like there has to be some more shades in the middle there, right? There has to be some, but it goes 430 warm, 440 cool, then it goes 450 cool, 470 cool. There's like one warm shade in the 400 range. And I don't know about any of the other ranges because that's not my range, so I didn't look at that. And I probably should have, so I could have been a little bit more prepared. But I am not cool, I am warm. I mean, and it looks good right now. Like once it's settled into my skin, it looks really good. And I did use bronzer and like blush to like warm it up and stuff. But there are gonna be some people who, I don't want to say aren't like me as far as like I'm the greatest makeup artist or makeup enthusiast or whatever. There are just going to be some people who aren't going to know how to do that, you know? And so I feel like if we had some warm shades in the middle of all these cool shades or some neutral shades in the middle of all these cool shades, it would be a little bit better. But I also don't know like what it takes to do all of that, like in the lab, like area of that. I don't know what it takes to like formulate the shades and the undertones and all of that. So maybe that's something that they plan on doing later on. So 50 Shades for foundation is really good. I feel like they covered a lot. I just wish we had some variations in the undertones. That is my qualm. Oh, and the powder. The powder's good. We like the powder. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Hopefully this video isn't that long. Hopefully I don't have to cut out too much of it. I'm going to take these lashes off, wash my face, wash my skin, and get in my bed because I'm tired. Even though I took a nap today. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you can be part of the Glam Fam and know exactly when I upload. And I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye. Hello guys, this is Editing Dwayna. I am editing your Anastasia Beverly Hills new releases video. And there's something that came up over the past couple days that I feel like I need to tell you about. This video is going to be long. That's number one. It's probably one of the longest videos that I've had. So, but I feel like it's, excuse me, Titan, I'm talking. I feel like it is important for me to talk about this. So this foundation launched 8/4 in Ulta. I think it launched 8/15 in like Sephora and in like on the websites and stuff. As of right now, there are some people in the deeper complexions, like the 500s, that have not gotten their foundations in PR, and there are some people who can't get them in the store. Today I went to Ulta to look. I should have taken a picture, but they had all but the 2 deepest shades in Ulta, like in the 500 range. They had a couple of them missing, like in the 100 range and the 200 range as well. But I felt like it was my duty to talk about this because, you know, we talk about a lot of things on the channel and we, I don't want to say drag, but we, you know, we talk about the things that are important. Now, a few people on the timeline were talking about how the deeper skin people did not get their foundations and how they hadn't been released yet. And it's just, it saddens me because I really like this brand and I feel like this is the same kind of thing like that Tarte did, kind of, a little bit. Because it seems like the darker shades are an afterthought, especially when everybody else got their foundations and the 500s did it. Now, we were talking about it on the internet, on Twitter with Norvina, and Norvina, she actually asked her, like, hey, if this was an issue, why didn't we get like a press release or something like that saying, hey, you know, we couldn't stop the launch and I had to fix these shades because they were not right. Like, I feel like it would be better if people were made aware of these things. That way they can make an informed decision and not just feel like they were left out on purpose, you know? Because it feels like all the light-skinned people got theirs and now the dark-skinned people do not have foundation shades and they feel like an afterthought, and I feel like, and that's bad. Anyway, there's a long thread that she was talking back and forth with me, I think it was yesterday, and me and a couple other people about the different foundations and why the darker shades aren't coming out. And she said that they should have been shipped out, especially for people in PR. They should have been shipped out yesterday, so hopefully they'll be getting them soon. But I felt like it was necessary for me to tell you guys that. It doesn't change my view on the foundation. I still really like it. I just feel like that was a snafu. Like, if all of the shades couldn't be released at once, if you're boasting that you have 50 shades of foundation and they're like great undertones and they look good on everybody, if all of them couldn't be released at the same time, then none of them should have been released. But again, I am not on the business side of this. I don't know all that goes into this. She said that she couldn't stop anything, like she couldn't stop the order, like they were just being pushed out. It was too late. But I feel like if it was too late, then you should have said something like, hey guys, it's not coming out and this is the reason why. And then people could have been like, okay, cool. Or people could have been like, well, I don't even care about that. And you know, y'all still trash because of that. But that was it. That's all I had to say. Anyway, sorry that this video is almost 20 minutes long. I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.